Okay, so now for the interesting part, we're actually going to go ahead and instantly. Okay, so now for the interesting part, we're going to upload your first discovery ad campaign. So this is going to be really, really sweet. I'm going to show you how to do the targeting. I'm going to show you how to do your ad copy in the next two videos. And then we're going to come back later on and optimize the ads a bit to be sure that you make really the best bang for your buck and that you make the highest return on your investment possible, which shouldn't be too hard if you followed my advice. Okay, so one of the things you need to do is you need to upload your video to your YouTube channel. So if you don't have a YouTube channel, that's fine. You get a YouTube channel instantly by signing into to Google, right? If you head to YouTube, you'll have a blank YouTube channel. You want to make it maybe a bit look good, right? You would like to add colors, channel arts. You can make your channel art with PicMonkey too, as I showed you how to do the thumbnail. Really, it doesn't really matter, but just upload your video. And this is mine. Whoops, this is mine. Sorry. Right here. So I've uploaded it. It's a webinar ad I'm running. Okay, so I've created an ad, but again, this is going to be the same process as with every other ad you run. Okay, it doesn't need to be a web. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to be uploading your first campaign. Very exciting stuff. Now you need to head to your AdWords dashboard, which is going to be the default page whenever you log into AdWords. Click on campaign and then select video. Alright, let's wait for it to load a bit. Second here. Okay, so the campaign name, again, this is for your own reference. Nobody else is going to ever be able to see it except perhaps the Google support team, right? Whenever you ask them a question. But that's it. So you want to name it something you'll be able to remember. So if you're promoting InstaBuilder, name it InstaBuilder campaign. I mean, it's that simple. You just don't want to get confused once you'll have 10, 20, 100 campaign. So I'm going to go with, in this case, Mike webinar, because I'm running a webinar for a guy called Mike, okay, as an ad. Now, for the video, just leave standard ticked. Load settings, you can load settings from an existing video campaign, but if this is your first one, then it doesn't really matter, okay? Now, select in-stream or video as discovery. We're going to upload discovery in this case. Now, max bidding. This is the maximum cost per view that you'll be willing to pay, but you're not selecting that now. You're selecting that on the next page, okay? So the budget, this is going to be up to you. I suggest you start with a budget of about $10 per day. The reason for that is you don't want to go out of pocket. If this is your first campaign. On the other hand, you might be thinking, okay, $10 a day, that's already $200 a month. But you can cancel it. You can pause your campaign whenever you want. So by setting $10 a day, you're really only committing to pay that much until you pause the campaign, which could be a day or two, just to verify the data before you run it again. Okay, so but do not start with $1 a day. That's just ridiculous. You're not going to get any impressions. All right. Now, delivery method advanced. You don't really necessarily need to check that. It's standard or accelerated. Accelerated means that they're going to run through your $10 a day budget as quickly as possible, right? So you'll have your ad approved at 10 a.m. At 11 a.m. You'll already be out of money for the day. So do keep standard, it's better. Untick display network. Now for the locations, this depends on whatever you want to promote. Certain products only work or are only allowed in certain countries, right? There are products that you cannot sell outside of the US, all right? Especially if you're running CPA or really whatever. Do check, okay? Do check. If you're not sure, but if it's an English, a product that's in English, I would always suggest that you click let me choose and you go with the big five. We call them the big five because it's English speaking countries where people have money, right? So United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Ireland. Actually, it's probably then it wouldn't be big five, it would be big six. Australia and New Zealand. That works. Then click what language do your customers speak. Keep English if you're going to make the video in English, and if the product is in English, there is no reason whatsoever to select any other language than English. All right. Now, advanced mobile and tablet option. Look, with the budget you have and with the audience you have, you're going to be spending your daily budget anyways, every day anyways. So you don't want to go with you don't want to spend your money that you could be spending on desktop traffic to spend it on mobile. Mobile is very popular, but people still don't buy as much on mobile as they would on other on desktop. And also, you need to understand, if someone is looking for a web page builder to build a website, they don't expect to be able to build their website on mobile, all right? And even if they could, it's just not enjoyable doing so. So you want to be thinking a bit here. And for mobile bit adjustment, I want you to decrease that by 100%. And same for tablet. You'll only want to get, you absolutely only want to get desktop traffic for this, okay? So schedule, start date, end date, and schedule, and add delivery. I wouldn't mess with the schedule start date because you want it to start as soon as it's approved. But for the add delivery, I suggest you cap it at 10 impressions per day per user. So that means that one single user is going to get the ad showed to them 10 times per day at most. But you need to know that if someone sees your ad 10 times in a day and they don't click on it, they're just not going to click on it, okay? So that's, you can even go with 5, but I just go with 10 because it's a round number and I'm kind of like that. Oh, okay, I already have a campaign name like that, Mike Webinar 2 then, I guess. And just click on save ad and continue, and you're going to be brought to the next page. Now, the ad group, this is for targeting and for certain videos. So for example, you have a campaign promoting InstaBuilder, and you have created 2 different video ads because you're like that, you like to be put in extra work. You're going to create a separate ad group for every ad, for every video, all right? But we're not going to do that. We're just going to call it ad group 1, and we're going to paste the link to the video here. And then you want to select video discovery ad, because an ad that's optimized for in display is not going to be a good bet in in-stream ad. You need to create different types of ads for that. Now the headline. This is where a bit of copywriting savviness comes into play. The headline is probably, except for the the thumbnail, it's probably the most important element of your ad. Now, for the thumbnail, just a quick note: if you want to be able to select your custom thumbnail from this list here, you need to upload it in the video. So you need to head to the video. You need to click on edit. Boom, boom, boom. Where is edit? Okay, you need to go to the video, and okay, no, you need to click right here. It's in French, I'm sorry, I changed it here in AdWords, but you need to click here to upload your thumbnail and then upload it, and then you'll be able to see it here. You might have to refresh now. Now for the headline needs to be related to your product. So if you're promoting InstaBuilder as an example, you could say something like build your own website in 5 minutes, brackets, no coding required, right? So something that's doubles down on your promise that you made to people that are watching your video. In my case, I'm promoting a webinar about a guy teaching how to make sales funnels. So I would go like, does your sales funnel generate these results? All right, pretty intriguing. Okay. Description 1, this is just going to be basically 2 separate lines. Description 1 shows up here, and description 2 shows up here. So description 1, I'd go with Mike shows you how he built his powerful online business in 90 minutes, because the ad lasts 90 minutes. Okay, so Mike shows you how he built his powerful online business in 90 minutes. That's pretty sweet. Now you want to, for the landing page, You can either direct people to your channel, but again, if you have a new channel, don't do that. Or you can direct people to the video watch page. So that would be the video, right? Once they click on the video, they'll end up on the video. That's what they expect. Don't bring them to your YouTube channel. They're not interested yet. Now for the max cost per view, I promised you that you could get 1 penny per view, and that is true. You can get a penny per view if you're targeting global, right? If you're targeting every country in the world. If you're targeting the US, it's probably going to be more like 3 cents. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to go with... Okay. Oh yeah, it's a dot, of course. And then here, 3 cents. And on the right here, you're going to see it's an estimation of how much you're going to spend, how much views you're going to get per day or per week, and of the average cost per view. So they told us here, it says typical 7 cents to 46 cents. That is bullcrap, okay? Just so you understand. I've never seen a single person pay over even 8 cents per view. And you want to get you want to see on the right here what bid spends both your entire budget and generates you the max views, right? So for 3 cents, I'm getting 600 to 700 views per day at 2 cents per views. Okay, so that's already pretty cool. What if I change it to 2 cents? If I change it to 2 cents, I'm getting 800 to 900 views per day and only paying 1 cent. All right, you know what? Let's go with 1 cent to see if that works too. And I'm getting over 1,000 views per day and paying 1 cent. So really, it makes no point upping your, or at least putting in a big cost per view at this point, because really you're not going to spend that much. Okay, it's a competition-based network, right? You're only paying as much as your opponents or competitors are willing to pay. If no one's bidding, you're going to get penny views, and that's it. So as you can see, I am getting penny views targeting the US, Canada, Australia. It happens. If you're not getting any, the right amount of views, you can always up it to 2 cents, right? But it's still extremely cheap. Now, popular videos bid adjustment, don't touch that. I've never seen it work for anyone. Basically, that means that if you want your ad to show up next to popular videos, you're going to pay more, but it's not useful. Okay, it's just not useful. Now for the targeting, if you have an idea of the average customer, the average person who buys the product you're promoting, then go ahead and change that, right? So if you know that males tend to buy more, then only tick male. If you know that if you're promoting a weight loss product, there's a lot to bet that female are going to be buying more than men. So do that, okay, do that. But if you don't have that info, it's fine, because you're only targeting people who type in a certain keyword. And if that's the case, then it's not possible for you to really miss on targeting here. Your ad is only going to show to people who want to learn how to build a website, build something. So really, whatever, even if they're an 89-year-old man, it's still going to be relevant because they're looking for it. So the demographics here, if you have it, then good. If you don't, it's fine. It really is fine. Now what you want to do, interesting, you need to leave it as is, but you need to go to targeting and add keywords here. Now I told you to get a PDF file, a text file with all the keywords, paste them in there, paste them, just copy paste, click on add keywords, and then click on done. Then save ad groups, and that's how you create the targeting for an ad.